wait. Oh, I forgot my thingy. Oh no, I forgot my mic. Max has baked bread this morning, which just looks so delicious, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, I really fancy French toast this morning, because obviously, and then, why not? So, usually I would use flax seeds for this. We don't have any flax seeds, and Max just bought this egg replacer. I was really dubious about this because, but ingredients wise, we've got potato flour, tapioca flour, cream of tartar, xanthan gum, and something called methyl cellulose. Now I don't know about this. I can Google it and then, or kosher it and then put the description of it in the video. But the rest of it isn't actually that weird. So we're going for it. So I've just mixed 1 teaspoon of the powder, which looks like this, with some oat milk.
Is it thickening up?
It's thickening up. Exactly. Quite
Egg
a lot.
Egg replacement. Do you want to add some cinnamon and maybe some sugar?
Yes. So I'm going to add some vanilla extract. Oh. I will leave my recipe in the description box for anyone who doesn't want to use an egg replacer, and I don't blame you. I go heavy on the cinnamon, don't judge me. You think that's enough?
Yeah, nutmeg is quite pungent.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Adding a little bit of maple, but I'm only going to do a little bit because I'm going to add more later. I might add a couple of chia seeds. This is literally just for nutritional benefit, for no other reason. I just feel like such a plonker with this little mic, but hopefully it means you can hear me and it makes this experience more enjoyable. It's probably around 20 minutes later. I've showered, I've done my skincare, I've got dressed, I'm ready to eat. Our little egg replacement friend has done a great job of thickening up. So it is time to crack on with the breakfast. Should I try it this way? No.
You'll be the first one to try it out? I mean, this is perfect.
Great.
Welcome to Venetia's cooking show.
Welcome to Venetia's cooking show. I actually feel like I'm on like BBC Kitchen or something.
Let's do it.
So I'm
Why
just
not?
gonna soak the bread.
Well, let's change out the pan too.
Yeah, let's change out the pan. But seriously, I'm gonna soak the bread. Wow, this just goes on like an absolute dream.
I thought you needed more milk.
No, this is fine. I want it to be... This is perfect. I'm going to use the pan that was very kindly gifted to us by our favourite vegan, Rachel Armour.
I thought I was your favourite vegan.
Honestly, it's a close call between you and Rach. I am going to line the pan with a bit of plant-based butter, just because why not? Butter makes everything better. Has anyone used that as a marketing slogan? Butter makes everything better? Because I think that's actually like...
It's genius.
Yeah. Am I in the wrong industry? Don't even know what industry I'm in. Look at that.
Yeah.
Should we try?
Yeah.
Ah! Just wanted to fry my figs a little bit, just because it'll just soften them and make them more juicy. The moment of truth. Hope you enjoyed BBC Kitchen / Sunday brunch. Wow, that is epic. That's honestly so delicious. Yum. Love. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. Do you want to try a bite? Really good, right?
That egg replacement's nice.
Isn't it?
Wow. mothers who are just like, go for it. Take your photos. Okay.
They are literally like little teddies.
Just figuring out how to walk.
Hello, it's been a couple of days since I last saw you, and as you can see, the weather has changed quite drastically. It's very wet and very windy outside and very grey, which, as you can imagine, is doing a world of good for my seasonal affective disorder. But I am trying to enjoy the coziness. Been home alone for a couple of days, and I'm going to be home alone for another few days. Max is working in London, and it's been a really interesting practice to have this space to myself. It took a little bit of adjusting to, because obviously we're so used to having each other around, and now I'm loving it. I still love you, babe, if you're watching this. But yeah, it's been really, really nice to have some time to myself. It's brought me back to my days when I used to live alone, and yeah, I've just been trying to really enjoy the quiet and enjoy the kind of peacefulness of it. I am obviously looking forward to Max coming back, and I have a friend staying tomorrow night as well, which will be lovely. I am currently reading a book for a podcast that I am researching. It's called Scary Smart by Mo Gaudat, and it is about the future of AI. Now, obviously, if you listen to my podcast, this doesn't feel like something that I would usually talk about, but it is so fascinating, and I do think it's something that needs to be spoken about more, and it's about how we can potentially save the world. So it does link to climate change, and it does link to ethics and sustainability. It is truly about the sustainability of our planet, and it is such a fantastic book. I am not someone who understands AI or anything like that in particular, and the way Mo breaks it down is just so helpful. You may have read his book Solve for Happy, which is about happiness and the algorithm for happiness, which he created, and it got him through the tragic death of his son Ali, who died when he was 21. So he's a really, really inspiring person, and I'm really grateful for this book. If the episode is out by the time this vlog comes out, do give it a listen, and if not, it will be out very, very soon. If you like what you hear, you can always have a deeper dive into the book. That podcast is happening this afternoon, which I'm very, very excited about. I am currently documenting my outfit on Instagram stories, and you may have noticed that I am dressing more simply than usual, and that is because my aim for this is to encourage you to make the most of pieces that you already have, and if you notice gaps in your wardrobe, to perhaps inspire you to find these pieces secondhand. So I'm wearing a plain white shirt. I've got a layer underneath. This is just a crop from Stripe and Stare. Plain white shirt, which I've had for ages. A plain cream jumper that I got on Vestiaire Collective. Plain cream or white woolly or wintry jumpers are super easy to find. And then I've also got on my Camilla Bloom trousers, which I've had for years. You've probably seen loads. I've got my bunny slippers on too. But yeah, my aim with these outfits and the outfits that I'm sharing on Instagram is to encourage you to make the most of pieces that you already have, make you think about pieces that you already have perhaps in different ways, and then if you are going to buy anything new, to hopefully encourage you to buy those new pieces secondhand. While we're here, I wanted to address one of the questions that I get asked a lot on Instagram, and that question is it okay to buy fast fashion secondhand? I personally think it is absolutely fine to buy from big fast fashion brands if they are secondhand. Now, we already know that there are enough clothes in the secondhand economy to dress all of us 100 times over. There are enough clothes in the world, and if you fall absolutely in love with something and you know that you're going to be able to wear it multiple times and give it a really, really good life in your wardrobe, then do not stop yourself from buying it just because it's fast fashion. I think it's totally fine. It's worth us interrogating, but I'm not sure it's worth us giving ourselves a hard time about. If you are looking to make secondhand purchases on sites like Vestiaire Collective, Vinted, Depop, all of that good stuff, my advice would be use the filters and set alerts. So use filters to find specific brands, colours, sizes, shapes, fabrics, and then set alerts for something that you're searching for and want to be notified about. So if you need to set an alert, generally speaking, that will be for something that is less easy to find. If you're looking for a black t-shirt, you're not going to need to do that. If you're looking for a black t-shirt with an embellishment that says plant power, you might need to set an alert. So it's all about kind of making these apps work for you and using technology in a way that works for you and helps you slow your habits. And I would argue that the way you are contributing to trends and overconsumption is so minute in comparison to the harm that big fashion brands are doing and the way they are contributing to trends and overconsumption. But I do think these are really good things to be aware of, and hopefully that is helpful. Right, I'm gonna go set up for my podcast now. Do you want to come? First of all, I need to get my sofa in here. And when I say sofa, I mean sofa cushions. And this is because they help soundproof my office for podcast records, because my office is fairly echoey. Next up, I'm going to get a rug. This is a borrowed rug from my mum. And again, this just helps with sound because I'm on a wheelie chair with wheels on. A wheelie chair with wheels on. I'm going to set up a light so that I look a little bit more alive. Or am I? Oh, it's just a twisty one. We got there in the end, team. Finally, and most importantly, perhaps, microphone. I mean, it doesn't look too techy, but... Right, I'm gonna now try and get in the zone for this interview because it is happening in 39 minutes. I'll check in with you after. That was an exceptionally long podcast record. I feel so bad. I kept him on the call with me 20 minutes over time and I feel awful. And he had another meeting to go to and he wasn't prepped and it's all my fault. I just completely lost track of time. It's time for a bit of lunch. At 4 o'clock. This is actually what I have for lunch most days. During the week at least. Because I am too lazy to think of anything else to have. Got a wrap with avocado, tomato and tahini and samphire, which is the best vegetable ever. I obviously mix up the contents of my wrap. When I say this is what I have every day, I mean I have a wrap. If you've never had samphire before, would highly recommend. I'm actually getting in a really bad habit of not kind of signing off these videos. So I hope you're all doing really well. I hope you're enjoying the content on my YouTube channel at the moment, including the podcasts. And thanks so much for tuning in and being here. And I hope you're happy. I really hope you're happy. And I hope you're spending your time with intention and with that intention, finding things that bring you joy. And if this video is one of those things, then I am incredibly grateful. See you soon.